Hey guys, quick note before the show starts. We do want to give you a quick update that we will not be doing a show next week. There's a lot of shit going on. Shuddy Boy has some parenting obligations that he has to take care of. Geoff's got stuff with his new work schedule, and with everything being crazy recently on all three of our accounts, we just can't make the schedules align to bring you a show. We very, very, very rarely do this, but unfortunately we have to take a week off. We hope you guys are cool with it. Here comes some fun poop and fart jokes.
From Los Angeles, California, the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Oh, hello there, friends! Welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name is Kevin Kraft, joined once again by a man who is completely nude from the waist down and is currently throwing donuts at the end of his boner. That's Geoff Clark.
What's up? Boner ring toss?
And
Gotta shorten that up somehow.
beaming to us from the side of the zipper, the bearded booger-eating carny known as Shuddy Boy.
Yo. I'm trying to figure out how Geoff could play boner ring toss because his penis is so small that even if he got the donut on, it would just slide off.
That's not true. I could hold several donuts on my boner.
Well, you see what you would have to do, Shuddy, is take out a magnifying glass.
Wait a second.
And peek down.
I thought we had a plan for the main episode. This doesn't feel like it was part of the plan. Why couldn't we put this in the Easter egg or something?
So you look through the magnifying glass down the hole of the donut and try to look for Geoff's little penis, but you can only do this indoors because if the sun hits the magnifying glass,
He'll burn it right off like a skin tag.
Well, I'm gonna get you guys. I'm gonna get you guys back in this episode. I'm gonna figure it out.
When you said donut, you meant a Cheerio, didn't you?
Man, Shuddy's got your fucking number today, Geoff.
My penis is offended.
Now that we're done making fun of Geoff's micro penis, I do have some bad news to share with 9 of the Poominati.
You can change, you filthy animal. And I have pretty much the same news to share with like 6 or 7, maybe 8 of the Poominati. So whatever Shuddy's about to say goes as well for me. Shuddy, go ahead, tell him.
Due to time constraints and other factors, the PFL is going on an indefinite hiatus. There will be
PFL 2 as well.
So, yeah, just wanted to get that out there and let everybody know there will be no PFL or PFL 2 this year.
These goddamn motherfuckers. Yeah, I feel bad about it. So, I'm sorry, but...
I've been crying all day about it.
Kevin, everyone knows that you hate fantasy football. You don't even try to hide it. You can't be a fucking team player about anything. You sackless piece of shit.
I was a team player about it.
Several good years of fantasy football with us. You get off his back.
I kind of thought maybe it would lend some funny content for the show and maybe some like shit talking and no, just a huge.
How can you say it didn't lead to funny content on the show when you had teams that were either really good and then epically shit the bed or just shit the bed from the jump? I don't.
Nah, not worth the time suck that is Final Fantasy football.
Fair. That is fair.
Let's be real. How much time do you fucking put into it, knowing your shitty ass record? I mean, come on.
Too much. No, because you know what I loved? I loved doing the draft every year, and then like everybody being like, "Oh, that's actually a really good fucking team. Whoa, look what you did!" And then the cute little Yahoo Fantasy Sports bullshit being like, "We have graded your team an A-. We predict you will be in first place this year," and then they all fucking suck dick. Everybody shits their goddamn pants, and I lose.
Yeah. You wonder why it's so hard for me to gamble on this shit, huh?
Yeah. It's almost like sports are stupid.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's tough. I'll tell you that. Well, Jesus Christ. It's because we're backlogged on punishments. We still got to get you an Oscar punishment. And the best thing that could have came from the whole fantasy football experiment would be punishments for the losers. Because every now and then you'll see an epic one at the end of someone's fantasy football league that goes viral. The most obvious one being the Waffle House one. You've heard about that punishment, Kevin?
Yeah. And like for every waffle the dude ate, it took an hour off of his sentence or something like that.
Yeah, he had to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House, and he can get the sentence reduced by an hour for every waffle he eats.
That sounds like the reward for the winner. Everybody likes to shit on Waffle House, but
Waffle House's food is delicious, but at some point, how many waffles could you really eat to get out of there?
Well, that's true, and they're also really dangerous. So spending 24 hours in a Waffle House just like exposes you to many hazards like stabbings and shootings and blackout drunk fights.
I just don't think, I think the people that get roughed up at a Waffle House kind of had it coming to them, and it was either going to happen later that night somewhere else, and it just popped off in the Waffle House because the lights were on.
Yeah, I know what goes down at Waffle Houses. So when I'm in them, the few times that I actually am blessed with the good graces to be inside of a Waffle House, I'm just overly polite to everybody so they don't whip my ass. Like when the waitress brings me my food, I just like bow to her and I'm like, "Thank you, madam. I greatly appreciate this gift you have bestowed upon me."
Yeah, I don't know how many innocent bystanders are catching a stray though. Although there are some fucking real Donnybrooks in the Waffle House. So every now and then I'm sure someone gets hit with a fucking chair that was misthrown or errantly thrown.
Yeah, so, they just wanted some delicious waffles. They caught a concussion, but
that's part of it. That's part of the well. Hopefully that doesn't happen when you're in there.
I mean, you hit me with
fantasy.
You hit me with an idea for an Oscar punishment of some dude was in the news for putting an Oreo dipped in hot sauce in his fucking ass crack, and he had to run, and if it fell out, he had to eat it. And I was like, all right, well, where are we finding a place where I won't get arrested for streaking? And you were like, oh no, you're 40. You can't be doing that shit.
All right. You are such a cocksucker. I'm trying to help you out. And I'm telling you that person to person, man to man, so you wouldn't put it on the fucking main episode. But now here we are. I got to defend myself from trying to talk you out of shoving Oreos in your ass. If that's the position you're going to put me in, all right, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's shove Oreos.
You're definitely the asshole for trying to talk him out of that, Geoff.
I threw an idea. I texted him an idea. We know how much Kevin loves a text. I texted him an article, and then the joke that I texted him was, this is going to be your Oscar punishment. Mm. And Kevin, like a warrior that he is just like, all right, name the place and time. It's like, wait, dude, I don't want to watch it. Dude.
I called your gay bluff.
Yeah, you already had your those Oreos in your ass and you're ready to go. Like, all right, check step 1 complete. Where do you want me to run?
Yeah. Look, all I'm saying is just because of the fact that I'm 40, I mean, Carl begs to differ, but I don't think I have to change my behavior in the slightest. I'm going to bed a little bit earlier, but I'll still shove things up my ass. I have no shame. I'm a fucking degenerate.
I don't know if this is coming up in Shuddy's news. You're going to have to find another article, but I found an article of this Mississippi football team, the seniors, hazing the freshmen by having them dip hot sauce or having them dip Oreos in the hot sauce, shove them up their ass, and run a 40. And I sent that to Kevin, was like, this should be your Oscar punishment.
That sounds right on brand for us.
Yeah.
Right, it does.
Only thing is, knowing my luck, I'll pay the piper and then get busted. And they're like, actually, this was within a school zone, and I know it's midnight, but you're now a sex offender. Like, no! I just lost Final Fantasy football!
So they had to be naked when they ran?
Well, yeah, because the Oreo has to be able to fall out of your ass, and if it does, you have to eat it.
Oh.
I forgot about that part.
I did that. Yeah, that part was definitely left out.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. Yeah, you read the whole article. Well done. Yeah. It's fucking high school kids.
I feel like we could find a place.
You muted yourself, Shuddy.
That was an accident. Feel like we could find a place that you could do it without fear of criminal charges.
Yeah, you can.
I'll just do laps in my apartment.
You can go on the Strand down by my place along the beach, have a straight runway for you.
Or I could just do the whole length of Poop Slime Alley. Apparently, the
anything goes.
Yeah, LAPD has designated Poop Slime Alley as like international waters. Like, I'm not bullshitting you. I walked into Poop Slime Alley, and this guy that looked like Charles Manson but crazier, with like really wild scraggly hair, big giant beard all over the place, was in butt naked, wearing a robe not in the correct way, and just flailing his arms all over the place. And he must have been on PCP because he was gripping handfuls of the robe and ripping them off. Like, not like when Hulk Hogan like pre-rips his T-shirts and tears them off. This guy was grabbing sections of fabric independent of seams and collars and whatnot and tearing them off. And I was like, I have to run. If this guy gets a hold of my flesh, it's like a zombie bite. So I did. Yeah, I ran.
You really had a homeless zombie.
Yeah. I literally walked outside the door, and that guy was right there ripping a robe to shreds with his cock and ass out.
Right. So yeah, I mean, if you shove Oreos up your ass and run down the alleyway, it's going to be like, it's not going to be the biggest or the worst thing the cops saw in that alleyway that day.
Yeah, because the cops see nothing there. They know to avoid it. It's like gangland.
Yeah, it's like Compton.
Yeah,
Poop Slime Alley is like Compton.
If they find out you've been talking to internal affairs, they make that your patrol. Excuse me, I almost just barfed in my own mouth.
That was nice.
So, quick update. Turns out last week when I was talking about my voice being all fried, and then for the Patreon listeners, when I tried to do the Macho Man intro and my voice shit out like 3 words in, turns out that was COVID. I had fucking COVID. Again!
Yeah.
For the second time.
You were testing as you were coughing, right? And then you did test negative.
Yeah. I tested myself on MSPH Monday. So the timeline went, I did stand-up on Tuesday. Wednesday, I did the show with Ellis and the gang. And that night, I went and saw Municipal Waste and At the Gates. Thursday, woke up a little bit hungover. I still reeked like beer. And I had to go to the dermatologist because they're pretty sure I have skin cancer on my nose. And then, like, that day started the whole, like, hoo-hoo, like, constant clearing on my throat, a little bit of a headache. And I was like, oh, shit. So, tested myself, negative. Tested myself on Friday, negative. Carl comes over for the weekend. I, kept her informed of what was going on. Like, hey, coughing a little bit, got a little bit of congestion, been testing myself, keeps coming up negative. She's like, all right, cool, I'll be over. Monday, she leaves. I'm fucking coughing again, like I was coughing over the weekend, coughing on Monday, test myself, negative. Tuesday comes around, I get up to go to Ellis's house, and, I do my whole routine, made myself my fucking Athletic Greens drink, made myself a peanut butter and jelly to eat between shows, got dressed, fucking did my whole shit, and then started coughing. I was like, you know what? I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to go and give it to those guys. Tested myself, and the teensiest little faint line shows up, and I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. So, of course, I text my sister, who's a nurse, and I'm like, hey, got a weird thing. I started getting symptoms on Thursday, tested negative all the way to Tuesday. how long do I have to quarantine for? And she was like, well, the current thing is 5 days from when symptoms occur. But you tested negative for 5 days and then tested positive. So I don't know what to tell your goofy ass.
Do you think that maybe the first couple of days were unrelated and then you got the COVID from the municipal waste show and that's why it didn't show positive until Tuesday?
It's definitely a possibility. But
that seems like something very Kevin Crafty-ian.
It did.
To have like a sinus infection and then just as that's ending, you test positive for COVID.
Yeah. But the symptoms never changed the whole time. Like it never got worse or better.
You contaminated the municipal waste concert, and you brought the COVID in. And
so I got COVID at stand-up, and then went to municipal waste and gave it to everybody there.
All right. So who gave it to you at the dime bar?
I don't know.
Because it was there. Let's start naming suspects. Let's turn this into our own Knives Out.
Well, nobody we know of has tested positive, so it had to have been a stranger.
They just haven't admitted to it.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think we can rule any of them out.
I think you can rule me and Cheech out.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Either way, yeah. Fucking round 2 of COVID. Fuck me.
You beat it. Maybe you can work in your next stand-up set. You're 2-0 versus COVID. Although
that's not very impressive.
I don't know. Yeah, you don't want to brag about that. It's not very funny because maybe someone in the crowd they know.
That was the one joke in his stand-up set that really didn't get many laughs.
The COVID joke?
Yeah.
We're not ready to laugh about it yet. It's still kind of.
Well, it's also the fact that he's like, I got it at my dad's funeral. Like,
I wanted to start dark. I wanted to start dark. I want to keep these motherfuckers on their toes when they come to see me. I did run that by a couple of people. I was like, is that too fucked up? Is that too dark? And the feedback I got was like, no, I thought it was awesome. And you might want to like re-edify and be like, I'm actually not making that up. I did get COVID at my dad's funeral.
I laughed. I really laughed.
Yeah, I mean, we have a fucked up sense of humor. I want to tell jokes for people that have fucked up sense of humor.
I laugh at every bad thing that happens to you.
Yeah. Because if people aren't laughing, then it's just bad things happening to me, and that sucks.
Well, yeah. We don't want to talk about that situation.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it lighthearted.
But yeah, I mean, we kept busy, We still cranked out Crafter Geoff, banked a whole bunch of shit for Patreon. I watched a shitload of movies, too.
Yeah, you probably have a ton to review, huh?
Yeah, but nothing new. I did the ultimate bitch-ass COVID move, and I watched Contagion while infected with COVID.
I've got a TV show to review that I think you'll both enjoy very much.
Oh.
And then I did start watching a movie at bedtime, but need to pick it back up.
What movie?
The 36 Chambers of Shaolin.
Oh. What's that on? It's on Prime?
It sure is, buddy.
Yeah, I got that on my watch list. I'm definitely going to watch that before we go see Wu-Tang.
That's exactly why I went on a book buying spree this past week.
Fancy ass
Shuddy. As you can
Shuddy.
see, I've got You God's memoir. Raekwon's memoir.
Nice.
Who's his Raw?
That's You God.
Oh, okay.
And then I have the Wu Manual by RZA, the Tao of Wu by RZA. And I also got Action Bronson's book.
Are these all like autobiographies, or is the RZA one of the RZA books like self-help?
The Tao of Wu, I think, is a sort of like a not self-help, but
does he give any relationship advice?
Well, I haven't gotten into it yet. I also bought a book by Questlove. I bought the Beastie Boys book is also back here.
Great. So are all your He-Man toys feeling neglected now that you're obsessively purchasing books?
He's going to change into going to be a big ass bookshelf behind him.
Skeletor's like, what happened to me, Shuddy Boy?
Okay, so what happened was we went shopping on Thursday and stopped at a Barnes and Noble, and I started finding all these books that looked cool to read. And
who's we?
Me, Sharon, and Michaela. I was with responsible adults.
I didn't know if you and Dom get a little weird. I don't know what you're looking for in the bookstore.
I had supervision.
And I was looking them up on Amazon, and they were all significantly less expensive. So I just ordered them all on Amazon.
Oh, wow.
While in the store? Because I've done that at Target a bunch of times.
It was Barnes and Noble. I wasn't at a little mom and pop bookstore. Like, it was also a big corporation, evil corporation. So
I'm not passing
any
judgment.
When Action Bronson's book is $27 at Barnes and Noble and $10.47 on Amazon.
No deal.
There's really no I'll read this book and I'll order it from Amazon. So
yeah, I mean, I've read a couple recent biographies, autobiographies. Like Seth Rogen's got actually really good one called Yearbook, which was cool. He's got like behind the scenes stories of making Green Hornet, and talked about when he approached Nick Cage because Nick Cage wanted to be the villain in it.
Yeah.
And he was like, he invited Seth Rogen over to his house to pitch ideas. And he was like, look, what I want to do is, I think I'd be a white guy with dreads from the Caribbean. And they were just like, yeah. And then when they went to the studio, like, yeah, that is absolutely 100% not happening. And then Seth Rogen was like, wait a second, did he just watch True Romance?
He must have.
Yeah, he was like, I think I figured it out. I think Nick Cage just watched True Romance, saw Gary Oldman as a white guy with dreads doing a Caribbean accent, and was like, I want to do that in a movie.
What did he say? It must be crazy white boy day? Isn't that what Gary Oldman said about what's his face? Christian Slater came rolling through. Oh, it must be crazy white boy day.
And we talked
I finished
about
that Age of Cage book, and it's funny. It does mention in a little aside about that whole interaction about how he wanted to play the bad guy in Green Hornet as a dreaded out white guy with a Caribbean accent.
Yeah.
And the book was super interesting because it made it. There's quotes in there from saying he's like, I'm just trying to push the envelope, and that's why I act the way I do sometimes.
Look, the guy's a fucking genius, all right? You can't question his motive. The guy's got a plan, and it's clearly working. Although I did watch some Nicolas Cage movies while I was locked up.
What did you watch?
I did a back-to-back double feature of Season of the Witch and Pay the Ghost.
Okay.
Two just impossibly unremarkable movies.
Are they both on Netflix or one of them? I thought I saw Payment of the Ghost. Is that what it's called?
Pay the Ghost.
Pay the Ghost. I thought I saw that on Netflix.
That I watched on Prime. And Season of the Witch I watched on the Cock.
But so did you give quick dick ratings?
100% plan to watch every Nicolas Cage movie ever.
Ever made.
And so I have both of those on my watch list.
So looking at my Letterboxd statistics, I have watched 61 Nicolas Cage movies, and I'm only at 52% of his filmography.
Yeah, it's vast.
But Letterboxd also does include like bullshit in there that I don't count, like shorts. There's a 3-minute short called Dear Diary, World's First Pranks. It's a fucking 3-minute short about the Croods, the caveman CG movie that he was in. That doesn't count as a Nick Cage movie. And then there's like documentaries that he appeared in or something, which I don't count those either.
You're not counting The Croods?
No, I count both Croods movies, which I've seen both of, but not a short based on it called The Croods Dear Diary, World's First Pranks. It's a 3-minute thing. That's not a fucking movie. Movies aren't 3 minutes.
It's a short watch, Kevin. I thought you were a completionist.
With movies. I'm not going for this bullshit.
Full of shit is what you are.
Well, I just upgraded myself to Letterboxd D Pro. How do I find
how promotions work?
That's a wise move, Shuddy.
You're paying for it?
I just did.
Shuddy,
got real fuck you money, huh?
May I suggest watching the Nick Cage film, and also to anyone in the Poominati listening to this. Oh my God, where did it go? How deep into his filmography is this fucking goofy ass movie? It's an early one. It's got fellow Coppolas in it. It's Beanbags. All right, you guys, I need help spinning my tires real quick. I can't find it. Deadfall. Deadfall. You have to watch Deadfall. It's one of the most insane fucking things I've ever seen.
Already on my watch list.
Make that the next one you watch. I actually purchased it on Amazon Prime for like $3, and I'm 10 minutes in. I was like, I'm not regretting this at all. I only rated it a half a dick, but that's only because it's a steaming pile of shit. But oh my God, is it fun to watch?
I want to watch the. I have to find it. The name of it. It's his attempt at a Top Gun movie.
Oh, are you talking about USS Indianapolis, Men of Courage?
No, I'm talking about Firebirds, where he's a hotshot rebel, like defying the rules Apache helicopter pilot. It's literally like top.
It's Top Gun, a helicopter.
Yep, that's exactly from 1990.
What's it called again?
Firebirds, 2 words.
Wait, it's set in 1990, or that's when the movie came out?
That's when the movie came out. It takes place in that same time frame.
Gotcha. So both.
And yeah, he's flying Apache helicopters against drug cartels.
Oh, with Tommy Lee Jones.
Whoa, wait a second.
Ah.
That's interesting. Got quite a cast there. I don't know, man. I'm just looking forward to National Treasure 3 coming out. Hopefully that's going to have Nick Cage as well.
You fucking better. Hey, when we were doing the Easter egg, Geoff, you were talking about like some sort of snack hot takes you had for us or something?
He gave it to us, the buffalo wings.
Yeah, but I thought you had another one.
I had one more. It's not even really a hot take, but it is kind of in my household. So we have a couple delivery ice cream options, one of them being Afters, which I've talked about a lot. They do the Milky Buns, which are donuts with ice cream stuffed in between, but they also just have bomb-ass scoops of ice cream. Kind of like Jenny's, kind of like Salt and Straw. I would say it's like in between. I think Salt and Straw is like obviously better than Jenny's. Not even trying to be mean to Jenny's. Jenny's is fucking bomb.
Wow.
And I think Afters is probably in between both of them, if not closer to Salt and Straw. I'm not trying to shit on Jenny's. I know you're a big Jenny's guy, Kevin, but I don't know. Salt and Straw is one of the better ice cream shops I've ever been to. Anyways, so Bill likes Afters so much. And the other option that we have is Cold Stone Creamery. Have you been to a Cold Stone Creamery?
I have.
Why are you laughing like that?
Because it's almost like you were just like, guys, I found this website that has really good deals on things. It's called Amazon.com. You could buy anything there.
You're a real cocksucker. This is a worldwide podcast, Kevin. All right, not everyone's been to fucking Cold Stone Creamery. I don't know how many different ice cream shops you've been to. It's not a ridiculous question. Shuddy, Is there a Cold Stone Creamery near you? I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't. There wasn't a Cold Stone Creamery.
There used to be.
New York.
They've closed, but there were. Yes, I'm familiar with Cold Stone Creamery.
You guys ever heard of Dairy Queen?
God, you are such a bitch. No, Cold Stone Creamery, Dairy Queen is a lot more nationwide than Cold Stone Creamery.
You guys ever heard of Friendlies?
They got this new invention out. It's called iced cream.
The first time that I ever saw Cold Stone Creamery was in college. So I went a whole 18 years without seeing Cold Stone Creamery. And I don't even remember, like, the only two locations that I know of that I can remember is the one on Utopia Parkway in Queens, and then the one on the Pike in Long Beach. I know there's much more, and I've seen a much more, but I don't know. It's not that ridiculous of a question. God damn it, Kevin! You derailed my whole fucking thing. Anyways, so Bill is banned. He's banned Cold Stone Creamery. He doesn't like it that much to where he doesn't even want. It's not even in the rotation.
Even a birthday cake remix?
No, nothing. Like he's over it. Like,
yeah. I'm not buying it,
dude.
I think he's doing it to be a contrarian.
The deal I was trying to negotiate was like, if we get afters 9 times, on the 10th time, or if we get ice cream 10 times, 9 of them afters, and the 10th could we get Cold Stone? He's like, nah, I quit Cold Stone. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, so there are a few things that Cold Stone does that's annoying, and I haven't been in a while because, like, I'm trying to, like, watch my weight and have a better diet. It's a fight I'm losing, but when I do say, like, you know what, fuck it, I don't care, I need ice cream, the gods be damned, I'm eating Salt and Straw. There's one kind of near me, and oh my god, I'm gonna barf all over myself, in Studio City, and it's, I mean, I think it's only a Southern California thing, which, if true, is truly disheartening, because the world needs Salt and Straw ice cream. It has to be tasted to be believed how good it actually is. And, like,
Cold Stone's on every corner, so
I know, but, like, I can't. If I'm gonna do it, I can't. I don't hate Cold Stone. It's just it doesn't hold a candle to fucking Salt and Straw. But when the time was that I only knew about, like, Baskin Robbins and shit, Cold Stone. I remember my first time going to Cold Stone. Me and my homies used to get really, really stoned and go get birthday cake remix, and we thought it was the most novel thing in the world that they had jars of toppings and they would use those little scoopers to mix shit into the ice cream, completely forgetting that Ben & Jerry's had been doing the same thing for an eternity.
Dude, Ben & Jerry's ice cream parlor might be the GOAT. I take everything that I said back about Salt and Straw.
Fuck
Ben
that.
Jerry's.
Fuck that.
Oh man, dude, that shit is so good. I'm trying to find what I got last night from Cold Stone.
I just realized I just talked myself into tornado. The point I was trying to make, one of the things that I hate about Cold Stone is if you tip them, they'll, like, sing or some shit. Do they still do that?
Probably, but again, we ordered takeout. I haven't been in a Cold. The last 5 times I've been in Cold Stone, or I've gotten Cold Stone, has all been takeout.
You don't like watching them mix it in with the paddles?
No, because they might break into a fucking song, and I'm not trying to see. Like, I've never been to Johnny Rockets. I've ordered Johnny Rockets takeout a bunch because I don't want to see them sing and dance. I feel bad for the people doing that. But I got it's a happy 35th anniversary Super Mario Brothers, and it was the Super Mario Mario Super Birthday Blast. It has cake batter ice cream with yellow cake, bright blue frosting, and star sprinkles, and it was pretty bomb.
Oh,
I love, like, birthday cake flavored desserts, and it feels like Cold Stone, like, effectively, like, cornered that market.
So when you order a Super Mario treat from Cold Stone, do you get any, like, a limited edition spoon or cup?
No, it comes in a Mario cup, but I didn't like save it.
No.
You could, if that, but it is a plastic cup. I don't know how. I don't know. But my brain doesn't think like that. I was just looking for the birthday cake ice cream. So all right. So if you're going out for ice cream 10 times, and isn't there a Salt and Straw right next to Carl? Right. That's the one that I always think of. Culver City.
Yeah, she's got a close one too.
Yeah. So if you go out to ice cream 10 times, how many times are you gonna get Cold Stone?
Probably 0.
So you put it on the ban list too. That's interesting.
It's not banned. It's just
shadow banned.
Yeah. It's shadow banned.
You're not seeing any of its Instagrams, but it's still doing Instagram, and you still follow it.
Yeah, they posted one too many Predator pics, and the algorithm just left them in the dust. I don't know. It's like I said, if I'm gonna cheat, why cheat with a sumo wrestler? I'm going to cheat with a supermodel. Man.
You were just really going at Cold Stone's neck right now. That's terrible.
I don't mean to, because it's not. I don't hate it. It's just I feel like ice cream technology has progressed. It's left Cold Stone behind.
Nah. All right. So my pushback is, I think Salt and Straw and Afters and Jenny's even has better ice cream. But the way they incorporate the condiments, the toppings, and all the variety makes it its own thing. It separates it from even Friendly's, separates it from Salt and Straw and Ben and Jerry's. And I'm willing to concede that Cold Stone's not as good as any of those. But every now and then, I want a little bit of ice cream and a whole bunch of cake batter, like frozen cake batter. And fucking Cold Stone delivered that for me last night, and I would suck 5 Cold Stone dicks based off my last experience. I was very happy.
All right, fair enough.
It bums me out that because I should be more bummed out at how much ice cream I actually eat, because it's a lot. I eat a lot of fucking ice cream, but I very rarely get Cold Stone because the guy who's freebase and ice cream with my ice cream junkie, my brother Bill, has put fucking Cold Stone on the ban list.
Why don't you and Cheech just team up and leave him behind?
Yeah, why do you need Bill's permission to eat Cold Stone?
Well, Cheech is indifferent. Bill has like the DoorDash app, so he gets like all the specials. You know what I mean? He has like some sort of DoorDash like monthly thing. So he gets the special. So he usually does like the delivery if we're eating delivery as a family. But last night,
so he's the gatekeeper.
Last night, this homo was with his girlfriend. So me and Cheech were hanging out, boys' night out. We got Cold Stone because Cheech doesn't care. He for the most part feels like I feel, where it's just like Afters is definitely better, but like there's a fucking time and place for Cold Stone. Absolutely. And it was after a bunch of drinks. I'm just like, you know what? You know what would make me even feel worse about my diet? Let's just go over the top. Let's fucking freebase this Coke. So had some real fat guy drugs last night. Pretty good though. If I fuck a Cold Stone. So I just I'm happy we had this conversation. I wanted to get your guys' feelings on Cold Stone and try to revitalize it, because it feels like it's been getting dragged lately and I don't really get it. I don't.
I mean, I feel like you do. You just have a spot in your heart for Cold Stone. Because like you said, it's not as good as the other ones.
Like the ice cream isn't, but the incorporation of toppings is so fucking elite. Like they'll pretty much crush up an entire like Snicker bar, and they'll do it in front of you. And now, granted, I don't go there. I get a takeout, but I know it's happening. Like I know, like if I got the Reese's Pieces, whatever they have a whole bunch of options. They're putting in full fucking Reese cups or whatever and crushing them in there.
Oh, I like how you guys do that. Can you crush my shoe up and put that in there?
They're fucking Hulk smashing some goddamn candy toppings into ice cream, and you're out here just like, oh yeah, everyday shit for me. No big deal. No biggie. We have Cold Stone everywhere in New Jersey. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're fucking everywhere.
There's a lot of people listening that don't have fucking Cold Stone near them, and They're probably annoyed right now by your dismissiveness.
You think we have fucking listeners in lost tribes near the Amazon that are getting this and are like, Cold Stone? What is that?
There's no way. We have like a few Poominati in Idaho or Wyoming or some shit. There's no way there's a Cold Stone in Idaho or Wyoming.
The entire state.
Shuddy, maybe. Hold on, let me see if I can do this.
Just check your messages. Check your messages. That's all I'm gonna say. Check your messages.
Cheyenne, is that how you say the Wyoming?
Check your messages.
Ah! There's even like a Cold Stone marker like in the middle of the ocean.
Hold on. We got a few. Is that Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
There's like an oil rig in the Gulf of Mexico that has a Cold Stone in it.
Okay. All right. We have a whole bunch of listeners in West Texas, and it doesn't look like there's any Cold Stone in West Texas if you zoom in. So Twisted Texan doesn't know what we're talking about right now, and I'm here to educate him. Oh, look at Tennessee. It looks pretty blank. Blank. Missouri, nothing. Deep Voice Mike, he's from Missouri.
No,
if you zoom in there, if I zoom in, more things pop up, Geoff.
Not if I zoom in. It doesn't work like that for me.
There might
the
be
only place that it doesn't show them is West Texas. There's El Paso. There's a couple, but between San Antonio / Austin and El Paso, there's nothing.
Okay, but have you guys ever heard of McDonald's?
Can you dig a little deeper and figure out the organizational growth and how fast it's been? Because I swear to God, there was like 4 of them when I was like 18.
Well, I kind of thought, because I remember when like my buddies in Jersey were talking about it, like, oh, we got to go check out this fucking ice cream place. I thought it was new, so I looked it up, and Cold Stone was founded in 1988 in Arizona. Wait a second. Okay. What? It was founded by Donald Sutherland?
Whoa.
Is somebody fucking with the Cold Stone Wikipedia?
Oh, I mean, just basic Google. Figure maybe that's...
Oh my goodness. Areas served: United States, Brazil, Cambodia, Cameroon, China, Chile, Democratic Republic of Congo.
The fuck? It's in Africa?
Djibouti, Egypt, Ethiopia, Guam, India. There's one in fucking Iraq, Geoff.
Holy shit. Donald Sutherland, what an entrepreneur, huh?
Guys, we could. The initial franchise fee for one is only $12,000 to $27,000.
Man,
let's put one in that area of West Texas where there isn't one.
Fuck yeah, dude! I'll be the fucking store manager. I'll move to West Texas.
Man, I gotta look. Like, fucking Donald Sutherland, like he gave us Kiefer Sutherland and Cold Stone.
Wait, seriously? That's a strong Canadian resume right there. I almost can't believe that. So
I'm trying to figure out if that was a joke.
You talked about Cold Stone.
No.
Are you going to financially support the Sutherlands?
I have. I watched Invasion of the Body Snatchers for the first time ever this past week. Great flick. Donald Sutherland kills it.
All those Donald Trump affidavit talks getting me interested in rewatching 24.
I think it's just a coincidence that his name was Donald Sutherland.
No, it's the same guy.
Because it was started by married couple Donald and Susan Sutherland. And I don't see him married to a Susan.
Okay. The only reason I flipped out is because it was like a clickable link when it said Founders Donald Sutherland, and I clicked and his picture popped up. But now I'm seeing some like withered old fart. Oh wait, this is a guy that invented cold sore medicine. What is going on? What? Does anybody else smell toast?
Jesus Christ, no. Kevin.
Wait, does Donald Sutherland own Cold Stone?
I'm gonna go to the Cold Stone menu.
Here, I found a picture of him.
Yeah, I think I did too. I don't think it's him. Damn it!
No.
Man, there was a brief moment in time just now where life was awesome.
It's just some other Donald Sutherland.
Man, the cool Donald Sutherland should sue that guy.
Dude, they have this thing called a fucking Oreo cookie gold mine. It's Oreo cream ice cream, Oreo cookies, golden Oreo cookies, and caramel. And it is fucking goddamn epic. This is their own proprietary formulas. Like, they come up with this shit in-house.
They're called recipes.
Recipes. Thank you. Sorry, I knew I fucked that up. But I pronounced the first word right, didn't I?
Yes.
Guys,
you're going to bury the lead. I nailed that fucking word. You're just going to go ahead and shit on me?
Can you do it again?
Proprietary.
Guys, Cold Stone makes their own recipes.
God, I'm going to burn you so fucking bad before the end of this podcast, you son of a bitch. I don't know how I'm going to get you, but I'm going to get you.
Did you guys watch anything since the last time we convened?
Well, as I said, I've been reading, and I started reading my Wu-Tang book from the streets of Shaolin, and I had just read past a part where it had mentioned that they grew up in the same neighborhood as small children as Iron Mike Tyson, and I turned on Hulu, and the first 2 episodes of the Mike Tyson biopics series
right up your
were on Hulu.
Did you watch them?
I did. They were excellent. I really liked them.
Up yours, dude.
No interest in watching this, but I can imagine it's actually pretty good. And Mike Tyson was pissed off about it.
Was he?
Right up your ass.
I think he said maybe I'm thinking about something else, but I thought he said he was like mad that Hulu stole his idea. Just like
yeah. Wait, my life story was my idea.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think you have IP over your entire story.
Like, I don't understand how Iron Mike hasn't gotten a reality show where they just film him fucking eating pounds of mushrooms, doing massive dabs, and smoking toad venom. Like, that dude is out there with the psychedelics.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a lot of just him on the couch not doing anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe like he's probably not like going
guys,
out
I'm
and
so
about
fucked
and,
up.
like, interacting with people. That's not a good idea. As much as I love Mike Tyson, him on mushrooms, like just mingling with strangers, handling being Mike Tyson in public on mushrooms, sounds like a terrible, terrible mix.
Yeah, that's true.
But, hey,
And Mike Tyson is against it, actually.
Oh, he's going to beat you up, Shuddy.
But John Boyega is really good in it.
Wait, is he playing? He's not playing Mike Tyson, right?
Yes.
Whoa.
What? The kid from Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yes.
He got that brolic?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. He is fucking ripped.
That is crazy. I had no idea that's who was playing him. I have to look it up again.
It was very compelling, and I really enjoyed it. And like I said, John Boyega crushed it. It's a little hard. They do some flashbacks of him as at 13, and it's just John Boyega shredded. That's a little hard.
Really? They didn't cast somebody else as like little kid Mike Tyson?
They should have, but they didn't.
It's just him like Dorf does golf. Like it's John Boyega with his sneakers on his knees.
I don't know. I don't know how much the story talks about. I think it would sound like it talks about a lot, but like Customato, who's like first trainer and like pretty much adopted father. Like
the first 2 episodes are about. The first episode gets to Cuz starting to train him, and then the second episode ends with him winning the championship for the first. So it covers all of that in the first 2 episodes.
So
and
Mike
Harvey
Tyson...
Keitel plays Cuz.
Oh, wow.
See, I'd always just in passing heard people mention Customato like my whole life. And only until recently I learned that they weren't talking about like an auto body shop.
Yeah.
I think I learned that on the Ella show. I always it never registered with me. It was always just background noise. So I thought people were talking about a place called Custom Auto. Like you go get your bumper fixed or something.
It makes sense.
I thought for like 20, 25 years it was Gus, but it's Cuss.
What, C-U-S?
Yeah.
C-U-S.
C-U-S, Customato.
Well, I think I was 15 when I learned that the lead singer of Rush is a dude. Guess we're all kind of stupid, huh?
Well, yeah, that's kind of what makes this show go. But yeah, Customato, I forget what age he picked up Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson
13.
was Mike Tyson was a man child. So it might
his first
weird.
fight was when he was 14 years old against an adult.
Yeah, it might look weird, but Mike Tyson was a monster at 13. He was a fucking man child, and Customato trained him for an hour, a couple hours, and he's going to be the future heavyweight champion of the world. Knew it immediately. And he's a long-time boxing trainer, really respected. And when he went around and told people were like, "Oh shit!" And it's not. It wasn't like Customato to just throw around that kind of fucking praise and exaggerate. It was just "Oh, you really got something that special, you think?" So yeah, it does look weird, but Mike Tyson looked like a fucking adult at 13, 14 years old. He was. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he was beating up grown men. Dude's a fucking animal. Yeah. I didn't know that was John Boyega. That's crazy. And Harvey Keitel is Cuss. So how many episodes are in
the first? It's one of their weekly release bullshit things. So only the first 2 episodes came out, but they're 25 minutes long.
Oh, okay, then I might just wait for the whole season and come through and then
But it was really enjoyable.
Oh shit!
I'm into that. I wish more shows would take a cue, do 25-minute episodes. It's exhausting trying to keep up with all this fucking hour-long shit.
Beavis and Butthead's been nice and brief.
Yeah.
Have you watched the latest Beavis and Butthead?
No, I'm a couple behind.
I'm current.
With Nice Butthead?
Nice Butthead and an old Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. That show was awesome. I watched that last night. Waiting for my Cold Stone to show up. What a wonderful night.
I watched a new movie on Prime. There's a new Sylvester Stallone movie out.
You watched Samaritan?
I did.
Is that what it was called, right?
Yeah.
I was intrigued, but that doesn't sound promising.
It was
He's
just...
a legend. Be gentle.
I am. Look, I watched a couple Stallone movies this past week. We're doing an Ella show review of Cobra. So I watched Cobra again. That movie fucking rules. But Samaritan, I'll give him credit. Stallone at 76 could fuck up most people. And it's weird because I would say a decade or 2 ago,
you would have been able to take him?
There's no 76-year-old on the planet that could whoop a young person's ass. But he's getting dangerously close to 80 and he's still just a monster, which is impressive. And he can still do action movies at 76 and it's not a far fetch. It's still believable that he would whip the fucking shit out of any just random jerk off that walks by him on the street and tries to start trouble. But I don't know. The movie, the whole plot of it is, it's in this world there were these 2 brothers that were born superpowered, and as they grew up, one became evil, one became good. One was always fighting crime, the other one was always trying to take the city over. And they clashed one day and they both died in a fucking power plant or some shit. And then there are some people, including the little kid who's like the main character of the movie other than Sly, and Martin Starr, who are like, I think Samaritan is still alive. And it's a weird name for a superhero to be Samaritan, just off the top of my head, picking this movie apart. And the evil brother was called Nemesis. Kind of on the nose. But it takes so long to get going. Like, Stallone is just in hiding and just wants to be an average Joe. And he works as a trash man. And he just, like, picks shit out of the dumpsters. Like, before they dump it in the truck, he's like, hey, there's a good clock in here. I'm gonna take this clock. It's like, I'll never get that when they do movies or shows about people with superpowers and they just want to be a regular person. Like, I hate it. It drives me fucking nuts. It's like such a waste. And you have to wait so long before he finally unleashes, you know, the superhero within and fucks people up. And when he does, I'm not going to lie, the last 20 minutes of the movie are pretty badass. But you have to sit through 70 minutes of him being like, hey, I want to use my powers. I don't want to use my powers. And then there's a twist that's kind of like, yeah, kind of figured. And the bad guy is Euron Greyjoy from Game of Thrones. And he was
an awesome bad guy in Game of Thrones.
He's a good bad guy in this. He's got good bad guy energy.
Good villain vibes.
Yeah. But I don't know. The whole thing was just... It was a little weak, a little underwhelming.
Not one of Sly's best turns, best productions.
What the hell noise was that? No, I don't want to do any fucking updates. Leave me alone, computer. Yeah, I was leaning towards giving Samaritan 2 dicks, but the last 20 minutes had some pretty cool action, so it bumped it up to 2.5 dicks. Like, there's a point... It's also got, like, tons of 80s quality cheesy one-liners that I appreciated. I'm sure modern viewing audiences, like people younger than us, would be like, that is the stupidest line ever. But from growing up on 80s action movies, I kind of like it when they bleed into modern things. Like, he literally takes a grenade, shoves it in a guy's stomach, and then walks away all slow and goes... Have a blast before it explodes.
That is pretty good. You were watching this in quarantine, right? So
yeah,
we don't have Carl's opinion.
No, she would have hated it. She doesn't like Stallone.
Whoa, that's a red flag.
She liked Demolition Man, though.
What's her beef with Stallone? Has she ever seen Rocky?
I don't know. She doesn't like jacked muscles. Like, people that are that big gross her out. Samaritan was also PG-13. It would have been way fucking cooler if it was R. Like,
I gotta hear Carl's opinion on Rocky.
I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
I just can't imagine anyone not liking that movie. She has to like it. It's fucking awesome. Like, that's one of the. I would almost take that to any movie dick draft or any movie dick poll against anything. That's how strongly I feel about Rocky.
Rocky or Terminator 2?
I wouldn't take that matchup. I to me, it's a toss-up, but like, I think Terminator 2 would win pretty convincingly.
Yeah,
that's like the one that it's like, all right, I'm not gonna try to lose that one. But like anything
what about
else,
Armageddon.
I mean, not how I feel, but I feel like most people would prefer Rocky, I think.
I agree, but I was just curious about you.
I mean, Armageddon's clearly the better movie. it's the peak of movie making, filmmaking. I'm just saying. Speaking of which, has either one of you guys purchased Top Gun Maverick yet?
Nope. I'm gonna get I want the physical copy.
You can't buy the. Fair enough. I wonder if you can. You probably can buy like the 4K or the highest like definition, right, through streaming.
Yeah, but a lot of studios are doing that now. They're they're pushing for like rentals or even like free streaming. Like, because I'm pretty sure Top Gun Maverick's is it on Paramount Plus?
I thought it was on Prime. It was available on Prime.
To pay for it or for free?
No, to buy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there a lot of movies, like recent blockbusters, have been doing that. Like they'll be like, "Oh, cool! If you guys want to watch it on digital, VOD, it's out now," and then the Blu-ray 4K release, like the physical, is like 2 months later. They're really trying to bury that.
Is the Top Gun Maverick, because they don't want to pay to make physical media when they can just get it out there and get your money immediately and not have to put out any additional funds on their part.
I like the strategy of like putting it in stores around holiday time where people walk by and look at it and they're like, okay, they're just going to put it in their bin. Right? There's just more likely that happens when someone's out shopping for a bunch of shit already. You know what I mean? I mean, either way, if they just put it on the shelf, it would crush because it's crushed this whole year effectively, right? Like, didn't Top Gun, let me try to say this right, but didn't like Top Gun have like the best summer of like any blockbuster because like nothing came out and challenged it? Like, I think it was number one for like 2 straight months. And my brother was making this point, like, when does that ever happen in the summer? Like, there's always like a blockbuster that follows something up. Like, even like, what was the best Avengers one? The final one, Endgame, right? Like, something came out a month afterwards that like beat it, I think, right? Whereas like Top Gun was number one in the fucking box office in the summer for pretty much the whole summer, and nothing fucked with it.
I mean, I know I saw that it was Tom Cruise's like biggest box office hit ever.
Yeah.
But then when I saw the numbers, it did seem low to me. I'm like, wow, really? That like, I thought Top Gun Maverick made more, and then I was like, I thought the fucking Mission Impossible movies also made more than that. But
like, what's low? Like 1.5 billion or 2 billion, something like that?
I don't know. I just remember hearing it when they were talking about it. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I think they were saying it was his biggest opening weekend.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah,
but this one like stuck up top. Like what? The other thing is like, what was the big summer movies?
Doctor Strange
was a pretty dead summer, right? Okay, fair enough. I don't know how well that did in the box office, but like, I don't know. So it makes sense to try to get it around the holidays, the physical copy. But
Batman, the Batman.
Well, that came out in March though, right? Like that was pretty much done for by time Top Gun came out.
Yes.
Like there's been nothing competing with Top Gun in the summer. It's almost like every movie studio is like, yeah, we'll give TC 2022. Like he gets this one.
All right, you guys want to do some chip away at good old fucking
voicemails? Yay!
Yeah.
Mount to voicemail.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fuck my review.
Oh, my bad. No, let's do your review.
It's okay. It's real fast. I watched the John McAfee documentary on Netflix. It was all right. A lot of like original like footage of. Effectively, it picks up. The documentary starts when John McAfee wants to start. He has to dodge the Belizean police because he allegedly murders his neighbor. So he travels from Belize to Guatemala while the Belizean authorities are hunting him down. And so he like brings the camera crew, a couple Vice journalists along with him while he's trying to evade the authorities.
Are you okay? Did you smell toast?
You fucking bitches. I'm reading your guys' fucking text and trying to do this goddamn podcast at the same time. You two goddamn homos. I don't know what's happening. I'm seeing messages, and I'm worried. Do we have to call the fucking paramedics? Are you guys all right? Are you guys all right? Nah, great. Now I have to. Now everyone's got to come behind the curtain. You guys can't.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Fucking bitches. John McAfee. I'll give it a 3.5 documentary. I'm done talking about it.
You should watch the other John McAfee documentary that leads everything up to him going into hiding.
It's probably much more interesting. I wanted to see more of the party.
Yeah, didn't
John
he have
McAfee? Not
hookers?
It's called Gringo: The Dangerous Life of John McAfee.
Didn't he have chicks poop on him?
They didn't cover that in the documentary. It's
really how convenient.
Just the video crew following him, and I think it was like part of his plan. Like, I think like he figured if he had a film crew with him, no one would like murder him on film.
Yep.
Because like he was really worried about getting killed. So that was part of the reason why I wanted to keep the camera film or the film crew with him. But I give it only a 3.5.
Well, if it was the documentary where he eats poop, I couldn't tell if he ate poop or if he did the pooping on a glass thing. You know, get underneath a glass table and have hookers poop on it. And I know he said if Bitcoin wasn't like $1 million per coin, he would chop his own dick off and eat it.
I don't think that was him, dude.
I'm pretty good at remembering when people say that they would chop their dick off and eat it.
Sure, that's something that you usually locked in on. I'll give you that. But
all right, John McAfee, chop off dick and eat it. In 2017, McAfee tweeted that if Bitcoin's price didn't hit 500,000 by 2020, quote, I will eat my dick on national television. He upped the stakes by changing his dick-eating price to $1 million. He repeated his promise many times on social media. And then there's an article from 2020 saying John McAfee no longer willing to eat his dick on TV. Man.
And they really called his bluff, huh?
If you can't trust John McAfee, who can you trust? And he's dead, right?
Yeah, no, he died.
Oh.
Allegedly. Maybe he didn't. I don't know.
Maybe he's somewhere in Guatemala eating his own dick.
Maybe he got Ghislaine Maxwell. He died in prison with cancer.
Yeah. Good old Ghislaine. All right, you ready for some voicemails?
Yeah, let's do it.
Dylan here, a.k.a. Big Country. You know, I was the 7-foot guy who called in about where would you put your second dick on any part of your body, or how many dicks could you fit in your mouth. The guy who also fought Ellis in New York City, where Shuddy Boy was there. Been trying to think of a good would Geoff suck a dick question, and I've been drawing blanks since my last 2 questions I would consider pretty good. And of all people, my wife thought of a good idea. So, I have a would Geoff suck a dick. Would Geoff suck a dick, or every time he ejaculated, he'd have a nice little Hershey squirt shart out of his butt? You know, not like a full-blown poop, but enough to, like, stain the underwear and make you feel uncomfortable between the cheeks. All right? Can't wait to hear it. Keep the good shit up. Good night.
So I suck a dick or I shart every time I ejaculate.
Yeah, so if some nice young lady is sucking your penis, you're going to shart right when you finish.
I pretty much got to, like, beg for Blumpkins only.
Yeah.
Man.
Or just wear a diaper and cut a dick hole out of it. Oh, no, this isn't weird. You're weird.
Yeah, I mean, my bachelor days would be over, but, you know, they're not doing that great anyway, so maybe I really don't want to suck this dick for a reason, but I don't want to, like, leave this guy's wife hanging. I mean, she did a really good job with this one. This one is a tough one to pass up on, because that's pretty lame. And it's not even just like having sex. Like if I jerk off, I'm gonna shit my bed. It's a terrible life to live.
Yeah, you're gonna have to constantly jack off in the toilet.
So truth be told, we're recording this on a Sunday. I'm feeling nice today. I will suck that dick.
Oh man, there you go, big country.
Yeah,
you fucking scored.
You come at me on a Sunday with a dick in a dangerous situation. You never know.
All right, let's do this one.
Mad Scientist Party Hour. What's up, my dudes? So, I was feeling a couple of pangs of guilt about coming down on Geoff so hard a couple of weeks ago for being a giant pussy about what time he had to sit down on his ample ass and talking to a microphone with you guys. But then, I heard him recommend to Kevin that he finished watching Ozark. Big mistake. Big mistake. What a pile of shit that season was. That was the most struggling, painful tooth pull I think I've ever been a part of in a television series. I think I would rather have all my teeth pulled by Steve Martin from Little Shop of Horrors while he sang to me and go through that again. Oh my God, was that awful. He redeemed himself a little bit by saying, watch Better Call Saul first. Better Call Saul, fantastic. Ozark, ending in shit. So, I don't really have much else to add to this, and I'm not great at the timing on here, but I think I'll just list things that would be a better use of Kevin's time that he would find more enjoyable than finishing Ozark. First, you could jerk off with steel wool. That would be better. Then you could take your shredded, mangled cock and balls, dip them in Bacardi 151, and light it on fire. Still much better than watching the end of Ozark. Then you could decide, my cock and balls are burning a little. I think I'm going to go put out this fire in the toilet.
The internet
when you get there, realize you have to shit. Take a
No, I don't have anything to say. I was just he's just skewering Ozark, and I'm not even like that big of a defender. I just thought it was much better. Like after the first 2 episodes of the back half of the final season, I was like, oh no. And I just felt like it landed the plane a little bit better, and like the acting was good enough to make up for the obvious plot holes. That's my rebuttal. But no, I mean play this bitch ass voicemail all the way through. Whatever. I'll face this. Everyone's coming down on me today. I'm the fucking bad guy.
Yeah, it's your turn in the barrel.
Of shit. Stand up, turn around, pee on the poop, and blast it apart with your piss stream. Stare at the stew. Think about how soothing that would be on your still burning balls. Instead, decide you just want to end your life. And you stick your head in the toilet. But unfortunately, there's such a mound of turds under there that you can only get your head in as far as your eyeballs so that your nostrils are still sticking out in your mouth, allowing you to smell the aroma wafting up from the bowl. And then just sit there with your head partially in the bowl, huffing your own excrement, just thinking about how great it's going to be when you finally get to flush, and then drown yourself in cool, clean toilet water. That would be 10 times as much fun as watching the final season of Ozark. Anyway, love the show, you guys. Look forward to it every week. Keep up the good work.
Well, with an endorsement like that.
Thank you.
How can I not finish?
Spin zone, Kevin. Aren't you kind of interested in watching something that bad? Like you like things that are like, I don't know, you like shitty movies sometimes. You've talked about the entertainment value that something epically bad could be. I mean, the picture this guy's painting, very, very scary.
I mean, if Ozark's final season was as bad as Tammy and the T-Rex or The Room, that would definitely pique my interest.
This guy's saying it's worse. Interested? You're a completionist. All you need to watch, I think, is 6 more episodes, right? You watched the whole first 4 seasons?
So wait, the final season's only 6 episodes?
I'm not sure. I think there's two parts of the final season. Each got 6 episodes.
You know what? I'm going to level with you, Geoff. I'm probably not going to watch it. I might just go on IMDb and read what happens.
Whatever. You make no effort in this friendship, and I got to put up with this fucking homo bullshit.
It's not like you fucking made it.
What do you mean?
You didn't create Ozark. What do you care?
No, but it was something that we were talking about for a while, and they killed it the first couple seasons. Figured this whole completionist angle you've taken over recent months, maybe that would, I don't know.
How about I just fucking completionist in your asshole? We'll call it even.
All right, whatever, dude. I can't wait to watch you dip Oreos in the hot sauce, shove them up your ass, and run around the high school in front of Carl. He's gonna run around the track, Carl. Let's just here. You hold the camera.
All right, here's another one.
Hey, Mad Scientist Power Hour. Geoff from San Pedro here. I'm calling. I was just listening to episode 565, which came out yesterday. And you guys are talking about, especially
which
Geoff,
one are we on?
Steven Seagal movies.
I think we're on like 574 or something.
Okay.
And how to rank them or whatever. But I agree, man. His first 5 movies were fucking awesome. And then when On Deadly Ground came out, I really did not care for that movie. It was all the message was you got to save the world. But see, the thing where Steven Seagal fell off was the next movie he did after that. Because I remember he did fucking theater fucking movies. I went to go see Under Siege 2 in theater, and the theater was fucking packed and sold out. Where he fucked up was he did executive decisions, and they billed him as one of the stars of the movie. He gets killed in the first 8 minutes. So that's where I think Steven Seagal kind of fell off. And that was around 96, 97. And ever since then, I don't know what happened to the guy. He got really fat. That's all I know. And he's got a weird goatee now. It's dyed and doesn't look real. It's like a caterpillar ran across his mouth and going in circles about 1,000 miles per hour. Anyway, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, maybe his career started to tank when he became a traitor to America.
Whoa, stop it. It's diplomacy, Kevin. It looks weird sometimes. Fucking Christ. You have any respect for my idols? Geoff was on a roll early there. Then that voicemail took an unfortunate turn. The movie that he was referring to, I couldn't quite heard if he said it specifically. Did he say executive decision?
Yeah.
5 Dicker. Fucking love that movie. Fucking love that movie. Kurt Russell's in it. Halle Berry. Awesome. I'll say, as a kid, I went into it as a big Steven Seagal fan. Steven Seagal, I think, was on the movie poster. He was his name was definitely one of the first names up there. And spoiler alert, he does die a little too soon in that movie, and that kind of fucked with me. But then after rewatching it fucking 20 times, goddamn 5 Dicker. And I appreciate what little we have of Steven Seagal in that movie, and even more so appreciate all of what we get out of Kurt Russell. Oliver Platt's in it. He's a solid supporting actor. I don't know the hijacker guy, but if you saw his face, you'd be like, yeah, that guy's cool too. I think Executive Decision's an awesome movie, but it's not really a Steven Seagal film, even though it was kind of billed as such. Man, I could talk about Steven Seagal. We should do a spin-off Steven Seagal watch-along Patreon.
No.
After Queef or No Queef. Or after Craft or Geoff, excuse me.
It says that John Leguizamo plays Captain Rat.
Yo, dude, go through that cast right now. Cast is underrated.
All right, Kurt Russell, Steven Seagal, Halle Berry, John Leguizamo, Oliver Platt, Joe Morton.
Joe Morton's a black guy?
Yeah.
Is he playing Caffey? Is that his name in that?
Matheny. Campbell Matheny?
I think they call him Caffey as his nickname.
And then
maybe I'm misremembering. That guy's awesome. He plays he's Tyson, right? In Terminator 2? Same guy?
Yeah.
That guy is awesome, right?
Yeah, he actually my cousin makes music with him right now. Isn't that weird?
Get him a fucking Zoom link. I wonder if it would be like a Booger thing where he doesn't even remember he was an executive decision. I'm like, what, dude?
Wait a second.
You're in a Kurt Russell movie?
You're telling me you don't remember being Miles Dyson in Terminator 2?
That's one of my favorite moments in MSPH history was fucking saying how much I love one of Curtis Armstrong's movies, and he tried playing me out, and it was setting up to be a Geoff Clark, like a typical Geoff Clark moment. I remember you guys clowning on me and me finding the movie. It's like, you motherfuckers. I knew it.
Wait, was that when I wasn't even there because I had to run downstairs and find his assistant or some shit?
No.
I remember I missed something.
Yeah, but I think it went in the Easter egg, and I think the Poominati loved it. I don't know if that's what we talked about. I forget what we talked about. It's just me and him staring at each other while the babysitter went away to make conversation. I'm not gonna sit here. I mean, this guy's gotta warm up to me eventually. Here's my chance.
All right, let's do. Whew. Man, I'm struggling. I don't know what's going on, but the room's spinning. I'm all dizzy. I can't catch my breath.
It has nothing to do with COVID, though, so that's cool.
Yeah.
You don't have that anymore.
All right, let's see what this human wants to say.
Mad Scientist Party Hour. This is Brian from Houston, and let's get one thing absolutely clear. I, too, am interested in hot dogs from other nations. I just wanted to call and share a little story with you gentlemen.
Back me up.
I had COVID-19 this past month, right there around Memorial Day, and
maybe he was at a municipal waste concert too.
During the first week of it, the worst part of the symptoms, I was actually able to get some pretty fucking good sleep, and I was sleeping in a dreamlike state, and in the dream, I could feel myself needing to fart. Well, also in the dream, I went on ahead and trusted it because, maybe I'm just more trusting when I'm in a dreamlike state. Anyway, as I trusted the fart in my dream, I pushed and immediately felt a wet fart. I mean, I don't think it was a fart. I think I shit myself.
Sounds like it.
At least that's what I was thinking at the time. I woke up and I was thinking, oh no, I think I shit myself. So I went into the bathroom. It's pitch black. I was trying not to wake up my wife. I went into the bathroom and I looked because I was gonna, you know how it is. If it doesn't touch your underwear, you didn't shit yourself. Oh, it touched my underwear. It went through my underwear. And as embarrassed as I was, I cleaned up. I went back into the bedroom and I just took the luminance of my phone screen and just kind of waved it over the bed. And not only did it go through my underwear, it went all over the top sheet as well.
Oh.
So I then had to wake my wife up and fess up to her that I had shit the bed. And she's such a gracious and caring and warm woman that she didn't make fun of me about it until the next day. I love you guys. Keep kicking ass. See you soon.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, you got COVID-19 as an alibi or as a blame for that, so that's good.
Yeah. You have somewhat of an excuse.
The last time I pissed my bed was a little too old. I think I was 9, right? But I was dreaming that I was pissing on the White House lawn, and I just let it go happily, and didn't wake up until I felt it on my legs, right? So that's the last time I peed the bed. I've never shit the bed, so that's the only way I can relate to you, Brian, in Houston. I did my last bedtime bowel movement was because of a dream. every time I piss, it smells terrible. Yeah,
I had the same thing, but
asparagus because of that.
I was a little older. I was 13, and we stayed at my great-grandma's house, and they ran out of beds, so, of course, I had to sleep on the couch. And it was the same thing. I had a dream that one of my buddies was, like, peeing on a waterfall, and he was like, come piss on this waterfall. It's fun. And I was like, okay. So I started pissing, and I pissed in real life. And I woke up, and I, like, full pissed my great-grandma's sofa. But it dried up, and then nobody knew. And I just let it sit there all pissy.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You're terrible.
Well, I was 13. I didn't want to narc myself out. The evidence dried up. I was like, fuck, I'm in the clear.
I guess. Well, I mean, how much piss was there, though?
I think it was a full piss.
So did you wake up like right after, or did you sleep through it and then wake up and it was a little damp and then a little time went by and it just dried up and you're like, fuck it, I'm good here?
I think I woke up.
Or did you like, and then you slept on the floor, or you slept in your own piss?
I don't remember.
You gross little fucker. God damn it. Yeah, I feel like I pretty much woke up while I was pissing and like was really mad at myself, right? Like, no, because like I didn't think there was me getting away. I didn't think like me getting away with it was an option. It also was my bed, so it was like,
yeah,
Mom, I need the sheets cleaned. Mom, gotta help me out here. I wasn't good at laundry when I was 9.
True Cartman. Mom, get in here! I pissed my bed.
Well, you know, I don't know when you started doing your laundry, but I wasn't ready at 9, so it was like...
No, me neither.
I need you to throw an extra special load in, Mom.
Mom, Cheech spilled a cup of piss on my bed.
Nah, Cheech... So we're 8 years apart. Cheech would probably still been in diapers. I don't know when they take him out of diapers, but Cheech would have been 1 or... at most 2, but yeah, he'd still be in diapers.
All right, well, I think we're going to call the show here. I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm fucked up. And
You're going to go to fucking Cedar Sinai.
I'm really struggling. We still got to do a Patreon show. So, hey, sign up for our Patreon. Patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. I actually have a story that I can only tell behind the paywall. Because I need the secrecy of the Poominati. And I know the Patreon homies won't fucking betray me. But I got a story that's only suitable for behind the paywall. So
I'm excited.
Patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. You can check us out on YouTube. YouTube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. Trying to keep it SEO friendly. If you want to shoot us an email, madscientistpartyhour@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
At Geoff Records.
And at MSPH Podcast. Shuddy Boy, you got any dates that I can open up for you at?
I mean, you're welcome on any of the shows that I have coming up in the next few months.
Sick.
I'll be all over the great heartland of the nation.
Fuck yeah.
Or they just put up Cold Stones.
Yep.
Recent development. Check it out. Cold Stone and Shuddy stand up. Do you have any dates to promote, Kevin?
Yeah, but you're probably not going to be able to make it in time for one of them. I'm doing stand up with Dustin Ibarra August 29th, which is probably too late, at the N Bar in Torrance, 7:30. And then I think I'm going up at the Fox and Hounds in Studio City on Sunday, September 4th. Sorry, I'm new to this whole shit, guys. And then September 7th is a Wednesday, opening up for Jason Ellis' first featuring gig at the Ontario Improv in Ontario, California. Get your tickets there. Check it out. Oh, fuck me. It's not COVID.
Cook you some chicken noodle soup.
It's not COVID. Fucking water went down the wrong pipe. All right, everybody. We will see you next time. But until next time, something